Welcome back. We are doing the second episode of the Slam Sketchbook Challenge. If you do not know what the Slam Sketchbook Challenge is, it's 20 pages for 30 days every day. I'm doing it for 30 days, but those 30 days are not consecutive. So with that being said, let's just jump right in and look at the pages that I did. First page, I always start these off with like blob pose drawings. I think that's what I'm calling them. I did this for the first page in the first episode, and I felt like it was a good warm-up. I also like doing different colors, and this time I think I did it with acrylic paint first. This time I did with watercolor. I was in a different room. I wasn't in where I keep my art supplies, so I brought down fewer things. So I brought down watercolor paint instead of acrylic. I felt like maybe that would be more fun to work with, and I just brought down like regular liners and stuff like that. I also brought down my dip pen, so I was just drawing random poses in the blobs, doing different of my characters. A lot of them I drew were girls because that's just how I function and how I think. I'm girl focused. But I tried to be like as diverse as possible in like what I was drawing. I really didn't want to draw like the same thing over and over. So this one actually I think was the longest one. Also, I tried using my dip pen for the first like 3 little sketches, and then I realized this looks nice, but it's taking forever. It's taking forever. And I really like the look of dip pens, but it just taken too long. Didn't want to do it. Didn't want to go through the hassle of taking that long on the first page. So I ended up switching to a different liner, my Tombow liner, and that is that one. Moving on to the second page, here we have my character Sabrina. She's a spider. The first page that I really liked in the sketchbook that I did was a picture of a Mai where her face was super up close. So I thought maybe every little bit I'll do a picture where it's their face up close. I don't want to do that for every page because it's super repetitive. It's also easy. It's easy. And I feel like it's a cop-out, but I did want to do it just for fun because I liked the concept of having her like spider legs behind her head. I thought it was funny. And I used watercolor to just get my image of the picture down. And I feel like when you're doing this challenge, it is very, very better to have paints with you. I feel like any kind of paint, if you can just get your image down that you have in your head on the page vaguely, that's going to help you a lot in just rendering that through. So I just used my orange and blue complementary colors and just painted it through and added some liner. And I did use Pen Gear pens as what I sketch with. Those are my favorite to sketch with. I don't know why. They're not even like an art supply. They're just like stationery stuff. But ever since I did my traditional art stationery challenge, I have not let those pens go. I love them so much. So if you're wondering what I sketch with the majority of the time, it's that. Moving on to the third page. Here I was kind of like not really knowing what I was wanting to do. The problem I was just sitting there trying to wait for something to come to me and just be like, I have to think exactly of what I want to do. That's not how it's going to work. That's going to get you nowhere. So I was like, I'm clearly just not in it right now. So I'm going to draw my comfort character, which is Cody. I love him. He's adorable. And I like to do these pages every once in a while because like there's some like really top, like decent, good pages for like spending such short time on it, and then there's ones where it's like I just need to get a page done, and this one was one of them. I do think the sketches are good. Sketchbooks are for sketching. I don't want anyone to look at this challenge and be like, oh my god, you're throwing like paint and all this other stuff in it. I just have pencil. Don't be discouraged. Absolutely do not, because sketchbooks are for sketching, and this page was that. And I actually threw my little artist character in there to make it a little more personal. I was talking to Katie and she's like, I really like when you add your character in there, and I was like, thank you. So it's just Cody, and I'm using a Tombow marker to color in the blue. Moving on to the next page, I actually had the idea, I was like, I didn't really execute it well, but how watercolor was on one page, and I wanted to like take the other page and stick it again, so like it would imprint on the other side, so both sides would be like exactly the same. But I didn't want to get too much water on the paper because this sketchbook isn't for watercolor, so I didn't want to like ruin my chances of drawing on that other side of the paper for the next like spread. So I just did it lightly, and it kind of gave it like a cool texture. And these images, these colors were giving me like oceany kind of energy, so I chose my character Azula Lapis. She's a little bit newer than my other characters, but I designed her late 2023, not 2022. It's 2024 right now, Chrissy. Get it together. This is another one that has like a character spread that I'm not sure really what I'm doing. I'm just gonna draw it. I do like this one better than Cody's just because of the colors. I think it's nice. I think it's fun. I think she's such an interesting character. I don't think I drew her exactly right just because I haven't drawn her that often, but she's very fun. She's very fun. Her colors are very oranges and yellows and blues, if you couldn't tell. And she's more of my edgy, not edgier characters, but she's more sinister, and so I wanted to add that little pose of me and her in the middle. Moving on to the next page. I can't remember what number this is, but we're moving on. This one, I really wanted to do a page with my dip pen. This one's okay. These sketches are really scratchy. I love my dip pen, but I don't have like a container where I can like put ink in and like dip it like fully and get like that saturation, not saturation, but like a lot of ink on my dip pen. So I constantly have to keep dipping because I don't want it to dry out. It's a process, and I need one that has like a little like a holder, like a cartridge, I think. I don't know. But this one was just some doodles, and if you see me drawing off screen, I'm so sorry because my phone was in front of me and I clearly was not paying attention. It's just some scratchy dip pen doodles because I just wanted to see what I could do without doing any sketches. They're okay. I'm a little out of practice with doing stuff like this without sketching. I'm a little out of practice with traditional art in and of itself, and I don't often draw all of my characters, so that too is just a little it's caution, beware. But I got to throw down some cute little sketches. I think the right side is better than the left side. Even Katie told me that. She was like, this side's not as good. And I was like, I know. Why would you point that out? So just some random doodles, and I like the black and white look. Moving on to the next page. This one's probably my favorite. At this point, my parents were sitting in the room with me, and I was asking my dad for different colors. So this one is purple and gray that he said, and I was like, purple, duh, purple dragon Aurora. I can't be bothered to draw anything else because I love her so much. She's absolutely an inspiration. I don't know. I was like, I'll draw just her. I was like, I'll just draw her. And what I wanted to do was her like looking kind of like, I guess, defeated and then grabbing onto a hand, and I wanted to draw my hand, but then I realized I'm bad at drawing hands on a time crunch, so it looks a little sloppy. But sometimes here we just gotta go more for concept than accuracy, and I feel like this was a good one. I liked it. I liked the color. I used color, like a small amount of colors that weren't purple and gray, but that's fine. We just wanted some inspiration to do a page, and I feel like if you take something small like that, just like 2 colors, and it'll just tick something in your brain that helps you come up with something to draw. So that was super helpful for me, and I just used Tombow markers to sketch it and then shade it, and my Tombow liner to line it. And I did use acrylic paint to fill in the black in the background. Moving on to the next page, this one I like just because it's simple and cute, and like I love Wish. This is my character Wish. If you want to see more of her, I designed her in the 3 emojis challenge. I think it was my first video ever I did of that. And I think now the colors that I were given was I I think it was like yellow and green. Yeah, yellow and green. And Wish, of course. So I really wanted to do another like up close face picture, but I was like, no, I can't do that. I've already done it. We're not gonna keep doing the same thing over and over. So Wish can take her head off, so I thought it'd be cute if her head was sitting in her lap and stuff, and I felt like that was a bit better. Katie was pointing out that I was doing page spread, so it's not 2 pages that are different things, and you know what? I'm not counting that as cheating, I'm counting that as being smart. Thank you. I will take my paycheck and I will leave. Moving on to the next page, this one is Tina. I love Tina. No one is going to get the reference of her timeline and lore and character development other than me, but it's cute, it's pretty, and I think Tina's an absolute doll. It is a reference to a Britney Spears song. It absolutely is a reference to a Britney Spears song, and I won't apologize for that. I just wanted to, this was a 2-color thing. My mom said, I think it was like blue and gold. I don't have gold, so blue and yellow. And I thought of doing her like blue, sad, yellow, happy. That's just, I mean, duh. Like, what else? What else is there to do? So I used my Tombow markers to sketch it out, and I added watercolor on top, and I didn't want to do watercolor. I didn't want to do my liner and then watercolor because I saw in the process of the other ones that my liner was making, the watercolor is making the liner bleed. So I didn't want to do that. And this one's simple. I like it. One of these days I'm just gonna like do a full watercolor painting in my sketchbook, and it's gonna be the most detailed thing I've ever done, because like I'm just sitting here being like, give me more, I need more. So maybe after the Slam Sketchbook challenge do do one that's like a bigger sit down of a sketchbook page. But this one's cute, and I love Tina. She can never do me wrong. Moving on to the second last page. This is jokes. This is me being goofy. This is me being silly. This is me being like, what have we done? This is my character Cassidy. She is a cat zombie. Don't ask me why. I just thought it was right. I thought that's how it should be. And she's so cute. She's like, she's not a Valentine's Day character, but she really looks like it. Her whole thing is themed around hearts, but like she doesn't hate like affection, but she really hates like public affection. So I adore her, so I was like, I'll just draw me and her interacting. And I thought it was cute. I just thought it was cute. Sketchbooks are for sketching, you know, so I was like, I'll just draw a little bit of her. Plus I can add all these images to Toy House. And she's the cutest thing. You can't tell me she's not the cutest thing you've ever seen. She does have like a partner character that I have with her, and I can't wait to draw them together. It's so cute. They're both cats. You'll see them eventually, but not now. Moving on to the last page. This actually isn't my character. This is Katie. This is her mini-me, Catherine. And Katie walked in and I was like, give me 2 colors. And of course, you know, America the Freedom. She looked at me and said red and blue, and I was like, of course. But I was just not really knowing what I was going to do, so I just put watercolor down on the page with red and blue, and then some like splatter dots, and then I was like, I'll just try Katie's character because she was the one who recommended it, and I was getting very Catherine energy. I wanted to just take my marker and just like sketch a character and be done with it. I will say I do like all of the pages in this session. Yeah, that's I do like it. Anyway, that's pretty much a wrap up. Let me know what you think, what your page is your favorite. And I think that's all. I will be posting a lot during March. Katie and me are trying to do a meme every single day. I'm gonna try my best. But if I don't do it, I didn't say that, okay? That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you later.